What up, y'all? Welcome to Hotep-ish, intelligent-ish talk, intelligent shit talk. I'm your host, Dewan B. We are here live in the studio in Inglewood, California, with my very special guest, writer extraordinaire, comedian, funny, and host of Instagram karaoke, Sidney Castillo.
Hey,
what up, man?
I appreciate it, man. What's up, man? DeJuan Brown, man.
Man, we good.
DeJuan Brown.
That's man. Right. And on the phone, we got the bearded one, Osama bin Laden, Mr. Man, co-host Larry Goodwell. What's up, Larry?
What's up, man? It's the Texas takeover of Hotep-ish tonight. We got Fort Worth and Mo City on the phone.
What's up with it, man?
Oh, shit.
Hey, listen, hey, real talk, real quick. Zero called me
here
for a video one time. My homeboy was in the video with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I heard of Mo City, but I ain't never been there. Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, Mo City hood, right?
Uh-huh.
It's 2 a.m. We in the hood shooting a video. My partner put out his pistol. I said, what you doing? He goes, I had some problems with some niggas around Mo City. Yeah. I said, nigga, why you tell me now? It's 2 in the morning. You just now bringing this up.
That nigga said, that motherfucker said, he brought a pistol to the video shoot.
I didn't see it till like 2 in the morning. What's that? Oh, a while ago I had problems with niggas. In I said, hey, man, you should have told me that before we got here. We trapped right now. But no, I like Mo City, man. Shout out to Zero. Shout out to everybody out there.
Man, so what's going on? What's going on out there in Texas, Larry? While we talking about Texas?
Nothing. I think people are gearing up for the impending opening up of Houston.
Oh shit, y'all about to open up?
These niggas, man.
Man,
fuck y'all.
Yeah, they about to. I don't know when, but they said they're gonna open up in phases.
Okay.
So,
okay, because I was watching that Trump press conference today.
I missed this one.
That shit was hilarious. Like I've been missing them all. Today was the first one that I caught out of all this time.
My wife got that on every morning.
Man, he be killing me laughing. Today he was like, he said, "Well, I'm against Abbott opening up everything. I don't want the massage parlors open, but hey, sunshine could help, with the disease." And he said it'll help people, and if they die,
That's crazy though. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. That's so crazy. It's like, yo, we gonna lose lives, chalk it up. We can't lose business.
This motherfucker said, if people die,
Dang, that's crazy.
And then the CNN dude started talking. He was like, "You're fake news. I'm not answering that question. Next."
Yo, that's what you get when you vote a reality star into the presidency.
Hey, that's some fun. Like this is, to me, it's just grab your popcorn and watch, because we can't do shit about it.
Man,
all you can do is watch.
Man, you be like, this is real.
This is real.
Really,
like he really said that.
This is really the president of the United States of America.
And like I go read his Twitter as soon as I wake up, because it's always something.
That's wild. That's wild. Anyway,
the wildest part is that he is the leader of America.
Man,
and people will walk around and tell you that America is the greatest place on earth.
Man, listen.
With this motherfucker,
America is becoming the Orlando Magic when Penny Hardaway and Shaq left. We just in a constant rebuilding phase, and we always got hope every year.
And before Dwight Howard.
Yeah, it's like that's what Trump is making America again. That's what he's making America right now.
Hey, you're right. Using that Orlando Magic analogy, you're right, because these people, when they voted in Trump, they thought they was getting Grant Hill, but then, the motherfucker ended up injured.
Listen, he thought you was getting your savior. He thought you was getting your savior. He don't even mess with you if you poor.
Thought you was getting Grant Hill, ended up getting Anita Hill in this motherfucker.
Man, yeah.
Oh, my God. But shit, I want to get into it a little bit, man. Sydney, you got that show. I know, Larry, you like the show. Instagram
Karaoke Live.
Karaoke Live. Talk to us about how that got started.
Listen, man, to be honest with you, this dude named Tyler Chronicles, a comedian in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And when the pandemic first started, like, he hopped on and he had so much content coming out, like a puppet theater, sock puppet theater. I was like, what? Look at it, it was hilarious. Then he had a hotline you could call for questions, and I was like, he hustling.
Yeah.
I'm playing the game. I was like, I need to do something. Yeah, I'm in stand-up. So I didn't want to necessarily tell jokes because I didn't understand how that works, like how that it feels like you on the stage playing an empty room right now, right? That's what my initial So I was like, how could you have fun? And then basically the people have fun, and I kind of choreographed the fun. It's like karaoke, fuck it. And then I did it. Listen, I did it on some like, all right, cool. Hit Marlon, like, hey, do me a solid. All right, bet. The first time was like, all right, cool. The second time, hit Tiff, like, let's see if she do it. Did it. Now it's like it became a thing with people. Like, yo, I want to do it. Now it's like people hit me like, hey, Wednesday, hey, can I get on?
Yeah.
So then we add commercials. I'm like, yo, look, how do we make it like a show online where it's like you can give love to people trying to sell something, like, you know what I mean? So we got people throwing commercials, fake and real. People buying product from the commercial.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, bet, let's have it. Hey, every Wednesdays and Saturday then.
Hey, that's what's up.
From your living room. Now look, my Cynthia Luciette, she online. I'm homegirl. She like, you should have been online trying to make a big presence. To me, I'm not gonna do a bunch of skits. I just don't want to do that, right? But karaoke, like, it's fun for me.
It fits because
if
like,
it's fun for me, I'll do it.
You commit when you do it.
Yeah. Hey, my wife be looking like a little low key, like, oh, if I'm gonna do it,
you gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make. Listen, 30 seconds, or that's like 20 minutes before we start. I literally put Bobby Brown on, and I watched it. And I'm like, all right, because I think it's funny for my 6'4" ass to be trying to do some choreography last minute, and this shit to me entertaining. I laugh. If I laugh, I'm gonna do it.
If you laugh, the people gonna laugh.
Hey.
I know
it's a thing now.
Larry's the first person that turned me on to it because I'm a selfish asshole online. I'll be in my own world. I don't be reading what anybody else got going on. I just be in my own shit. And then Larry pointed it out to me. Hey, Larry, talk to me about the first time that you saw the Karaoke Live.
Man, I was excited for Sydney, but I was equally like jealous and pissed off. Like, fuck, this nigga done fine. This nigga's gone. Right, this is gonna be it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking genius, man, especially during, this pandemic shit.
Yeah.
Like, people can actually sit at the crib and do karaoke online with other people with a crowd online. I was like, oh,
listen, when they started making up their own mics and then they started like doing outfits, I was like, all right, cool, and it became like a thing. Like,
it's got outfits.
Like, look, like there's like Zaynab wouldn't put on a big puffy coat because she wanted to look like Drake in the video. Like, it'd be little things like, yo, this is a good time. People having a good time. Regular people got kids. You get a baby in the background.
But
they letting loose for like 60 seconds, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, go do your thing.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. And that's, Larry, I don't know if you remember on this show about 4 or 5 episodes ago when this Corona thing first started getting really big, we talked about how these desperate times, we as a people get hella creative and we produce some of the dopest art ever. And I think that Instagram Live, it's something that I think people gonna look back on, like, hey, that shit was dope. And I think it's it's just something that's gonna be around, even when the TV and all that stuff come back. That's just fun.
Yeah, from your living room.
Yeah, from your living room.
You get to be a star from your living room.
Yes.
Listen, in front of your phone, you talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like a bunch of fun people in there. Like, they be commenting, leaving jokes or whatnot, but it's a way for all of us to like let loose, man. That way you ain't stressed out by looking at CNN every day.
People need that, man, because when you watch the news, man, every day they're gonna tell you something. It's a new way to catch this shit, and a new way not to shake it. So if you keep watching it all the time,
throw some Chris Brown on and dance, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Hey, most of you niggas do not throw Chris Brown. A lot of you niggas need to just play some Ruben Studdard because
listen, I might dedicate
and just stand there. But
Ruben is dope.
Yeah, play some Ruben. But if you can't dance, if you got 2 left hips, don't play no fucking Chris Brown. All right.
Hey, man.
No, nigga, you cut on some Ruben stuff, nigga, because you resemble him. Don't tell other people what to do.
Hey, you look like that Indian nigga in Switch, Larry. I called my name, girl. You should play that shit.
Fuck off.
All right.
I appreciate the support though, Larry, man. And people like I said, like Marlon got on there, Tiffany Haddish got on there, school teachers
Man,
got
I've
on
seen
there.
all of them.
Listen, Brewster got on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
A couple people. I was trying to get Craig Robertson to do it.
Okay. Oh yeah, he'd be great because he's a real artist.
Yes.
Yes.
He would kill it.
Man, but yeah.
I
It's
saw
funny because I
Craig-
reach out to people that say yeah, and then they'll get a little nervous.
Yeah.
And they'll once they see how it's done, they're like, oh, let me do it.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause Craig Robinson, I saw he be hosting at the Hollywood Bowl sometime. That dude is a real ass musician.
I opened for him a couple times.
Oh, yeah?
In Vegas,
Yeah.
and like that dude is a musician.
Yeah, he dope.
Yes.
He dope.
Band, full band,
Full
travels with
band,
a
all
full
that
band.
stuff. He got the full band and that 1995 Scottie Pippen fro. He got all that.
He got the first round pick haircut in the 80s. It was the first round pick, and all you see is the hair first.
Yep. He got the 80s taper too before cats started lining their stuff up a certain way. But that's how you know he a real musician because musicians
Yes.
never have good haircuts.
That dude is a real musician, man. And he pay good. I ain't even hold you.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
That's the most important thing.
Listen,
Yeah.
Pay good.
I met him at the bowl one time. And I talked to him. Sometimes you gotta let people know that they great. I don't believe in waiting until people die and all that stuff.
Yes.
If I see another person that's great at what they do, I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah.
And the way he hosts a music show, a concert as a comedian, like not taking over, but at the same time owning the stage, it was some of the best hosting I'd ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Real
So-
low key vibe, man. Some people could be assholes.
Yeah, he
Real
wasn't an
low-key,
asshole.
Nah, low key vibe, like just a real chill dude. Like, man, go have a good time.
Yep.
I'm gonna have a good time, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Took care of you in Vegas. Like, it was real cool, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, I want to. What's going on? It's a lot of new stuff going on. We stuff we got to talk about. The show Black AF is a show that it's been causing a lot of controversy.
I
lately.
see online, y'all. Listen, I haven't seen it. I got to binge watch it. I'm
Okay.
gonna support it because we'll talk about. You got to support it. You have to because it allows doors to open for like myself or somebody else with a show idea. Because you could be like, it's like Black as Fuck meets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they'll see something that works because they waiting to cancel it.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Like regardless,
I agree with that part.
They waiting to cancel shows.
Yeah,
They're waiting to say, look, our audience doesn't get this.
Yes.
So when I be like, watch the show, give it 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Any great show, the second season they found a voice.
Yeah.
You got to give it like a second season. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
Carmichael's show was good the first season to me.
Yeah.
Second season they start getting in a rhythm.
Yeah.
Like what they doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, so you can't kill it so quickly.
Yeah.
So they can get a rhythm.
Yeah.
Like it's like putting together a basketball team. You know what I mean? They gonna need like a couple years of jail. Like if Lonzo would have stayed a little bit, you know what I mean? You might see a different growth in him.
Yeah.
When you get rid of him, it's just like shows.
Like the Mavericks, they should have won the championship 8 years ago.
Well-
They didn't win one to 2011 when they should have won 2003.
Well, they should have won 2006, but that referee was gambling. Who got arrested for cheating was refereeing in that game. He called a phantom foul on the way Wade game 6. But let me just say,
Hey, he was
that-
refereeing with the Lakers and we still won. Well, go ahead.
because he's who's not a Laker fan that refs. But you need them shows to be successful, man, because he's looking for a reason to say no. Mm-hmm. And so when you finally get the year, you finally get it on air, like second season. That way you can really have some freedom. You get more money. You get more money as far as like the budget to do something for the show. You know what I mean? You could like LeBron come in and pick his team. You know what I mean? Real talk though.
Hey, he
he come
pick his
in
team.
like he pick his players. You
Yeah.
get more leverage. So it's like he come from Blackish, which is doing well. So then he gets his own show. You needed to do well, so you know they keep feeding the black voice, at least black opportunity. I'll say, whether you agree with the voice of his voice or not, like the fact that a black voice is being heard is good
That's a very interesting point of view.
because it's
I
hard
feel
to get to that point.
It's very hard.
Yeah,
Larry,
so, yeah.
Larry, what do you think about that show? Have you seen it?
I get the criticism. I binge watched it Saturday, and I know he writes for Blackish, and people were saying this Blackish with profanity and all that, but I think it's more like a modern day Jefferson's on steroids because I watch Blackish, and Anthony Anderson really doesn't talk as bad to his white coworkers as Kenya does in this show. Like he talks bad. He's talking bad to and about white folks.
Yeah.
And anytime that's on network television, Netflix, whatever, I can appreciate that, dog. Like the shit he says about white people is
And I listen, just listening to it, like I gotta watch the show, but that means the
I'm not
freedom
gonna
you
give
got
it
in
away.
that room.
That's- yeah.
Just the freedom in that room to say that shit, and Netflix not being, well, our audience might not get it, or our audience, or you got freedom to talk your shit about white people. Talk it, and you're not, well, I don't know. That be the thing that really be in the rooms that'll get you pissed off. Literally get you mad.
Yeah, they getting away.
Dog, like to act like you don't understand where I'm. And listen, my bad. I don't want to get in my bad. I'm gonna
No, you good. No, you good. Cause like for me, I want a different goddamn show.
Man.
Blackest, Michigan's, black as fuck. Like, goddamn it, it's more. Here's my issue with the show, and I don't got an issue, cause I saw a couple episodes, and I kind of peeked in on a few other ones. My issue with the show is only the title. Same show, different title. I wouldn't give a shit. It's kind of in the middle. But I'm at this point right now when I look at TV, it's like we as our shows are caricatures of black culture, and like it's a lot of things going on, and I'm tired of the whole black theme always being a thing. Like Martin didn't have to tell you he was black. It just was Martin.
Different. In the 90s, comedy was like when he was doing comedy, it was like this new sensation of black people. Like, oh my God, we got to throw them on TV right, and he got to be him.
Yeah.
And now it's like they got away from that, and it's now they have more of a voice versus letting Martin just do him. Jamie, do him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think if Kenya Burris just do him, I think it could be even a bigger thing. You know what I mean? Because when you tie it down to something like that, because it seems to me as if it's a show written to explain black culture to white people. That's what it seemed like to me when I watch it. And it's like, I'm tired of explaining these motherfuckers who we are. Let's just have some funny shit. I'm down with just being funny without having to always, because y'all know how much I talk about race, whatever. But I don't think race should be a theme in entertainment. Like in comedy, whatever. It has its place. It does have its place. But when you got all these different variations of the same shit, I'm like, let's do something different. Now, I agree with the whole point as far as opportunities go. You know what I mean? And for that reason, you do want more success, so you can get more black writers in the room. You get more showrunners and people like that. I'm down with that. You know what I mean? I'm all the way down with that. But what I'm not down with is the caricature of our culture, just in the time that we in as a people right now. We's in a fucked up position. You know what I mean? We need entertainment, but it's just like our culture's nothing to have it's nothing to laugh at right now. It's at the worst point it's been since the end of slavery. Since we were in slavery, as far as economically, as far as like homelessness, and it's like, so when everything is black, then we put this perception out there that that's what it is, when that's not really what's going on right now.
I think,
Now, if it's any other title, same exact show, same writers, don't change nothing about the show, but the title is just a Kenya Burris make me laugh funny show. What the fuck you do? I don't care.
But then you gotta, for branding, maybe just a pitch of maybe why you got Blackish, which you identify with just off the title, right? Then you got the other shows that branded off that show right now, which is a ish, or something like whatever ish,
like this Hotep ish.
Boom. But so then off the top of your tongue, Kenya Bear Blackish, Kenya Bear, boom. So it's probably black as fuck. It's probably just a ring of a title to draw you in from what you probably know me from.
It could be, but
the second season. Give it. You got to give these shows.
Okay, I will do that.
You give, just because that's when niggas getting a rhythm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, and he black, and I know people that work for him. I've never worked for him, so it's like, you want to see him win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because for the room's sake, so they know that black people in the room can create some successful shit without a white showrunner telling them how it should go. And that you know what I mean?
Here's my thing to that. They know we can win. We don't know we can win. That's the problem.
No,
because one thing about Hollywood,
but
anytime Hollywood need money, going back to Shaft in 1971, when Hollywood needs money, let's throw some black people on camera because these motherfuckers is good and everybody gonna watch.
Right, but I believe, like what you're talking about, the problem is, it's difficult to tell a black story through a white person's eyes. But the white person's eyes is who is in charge. So then they try to hire black voices in the room, right? Like okay, for instance, here's the difference in the two shows I worked on, right? When I worked for Marlon, I was, fresh out of stand up, so I just knew how to be funny.
Yeah.
I told you in the wrong way. Like, you're not supposed to talk to the actor like that. I didn't know. You're supposed to.
What the fuck was you telling to the actors, man?
Listen. So I'm straight. Listen, all my confidence, I like in stand up. I take pride in stand up. What's up? So, in the pilot of Marlon, Brisha, who I know through stand-up and just know, she said a line, and in my head I was like, ooh, right? So I was like, Brisha, come here, right? And I gave her something just off. This is totally the wrong way to do it. She did the line, it got a laugh. The showrunner said, who gave you that? And the executive producer said, who gave you that? She said, Sydney. I said, I just, like it was nothing, like, hey, no problem, right? It's like, hey, man, you don't go. Marlon had to come get me, be like, okay, look. You gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go to the EP, which is me, so come to me. I was like, oh, I can't just, boom. So cut to, the first season of that show, I didn't work on. I got another job.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I got hired the second season of that show.
Yeah.
In the room, Craig sitting next to me, Craig Williams, right? The same joke, I guess didn't make the cut, but they pitched it in the room again. My first day there, I said, I remember that joke from the pilot. That didn't hit. Why are we doing it again? Right? And Craig is like kicking me under the table. And then the showrunner goes, and I'm staff writer, which means you the lowest totem pole. They ain't want you really talking in the room. They don't even want you talking like that. And so you got this big black nigga in the back said, yeah, I remember that joke. It didn't hit. He said, yeah, well, sometimes what we like to do, he said, is if this joke doesn't make the cut, he said, we'll reuse it. I said, again, Craig is kicking me underneath the table. I said, oh, no, that joke's not going to work. I said, but
that's why I want your black ass in the room.
I said, but we can keep pitching because I got jokes on me. He literally, God bless him, Chris Moynihan's a dope dude. Literally, like, took time with me to realize, like, okay, he come from stand-up, which is like one, and you trying to play in the league with little rules.
Yeah.
And they had to like break me down to like hierarchy in a room. And I was like, oh, and I learned so much in that room from him. But I felt appreciated. Like if it's time for a joke, he liked Sydney. I was like, okay, Ben, I learned a lot. You know what I mean? The second show, it was like I learned a lot about story and the people in the room, right? But I also learned that like it's difficult to me to tell a black show through a white person's eyes. And when the executives in the room are white and you're telling a black point of view and you try to tell them what it's like and they combat you with like our audience wouldn't understand that, it's very frustrating because I've been doing stand-up for 16 years.
I bet that is.
I ain't trying to hold you. I performed everywhere.
Yeah.
And so when you tell me it doesn't, our audience, when I perform in your audience, I perform in front of, Lonnie Love has nothing but white people in her crowd and mixture. Don't tell me I don't know your crowd. Your crowd is Arkansas, Texas. Your crowd is Oklahoma, Middle States, America run TV. I know their voice. And so it's like, they just don't want, if they don't understand it, they will not put it. Listen, the wobble. I had to explain the wobble.
Damn.
And I was like, well, the wobble's like, is that the electric slide? I was like, no, it's a new variation.
It's a little.
Oh, our audience. That in the room is very difficult, man. Especially like, you have to play this game. Like I was telling you earlier, like showrunners treat it like it's almost like sports where they could talk to the writers a certain way and everybody's on edge because as a staff writer, let's keep it real. You make $4,200 a week as a staff writer. That's the lowest position. So them niggas in there is making $10,000. They up there making the highest EPs making 6 figures every episode. So then people are like, I only get this money because you're like, all right, and you have to balance like your frustrations in a room and try to how does my voice get through? In this project because y'all not listening. You feel me? And it's like that's the most difficult thing of writing is trying to get your voice off to white people who don't understand your culture, but you're in position to tell a black voice. So I need you to trust me because you hired me. Now listen, they are story gurus, like how to set up a story, how to set up a joke, why this is on, why you need a high joke on the end of it before commercial. Cool. But like just telling a black voice is difficult with a white man that doesn't have a lot of even black friends. So when you in there, I feel like you need to lean on the black people in there because we're the voice of this character. You understand? It's like, so you have to have a certain amount of trust that this joke will hit or this is concept, this is understood. And sometimes that's really combative.
The ego's getting away that they can't,
Listen, I would never, if I was telling a story about 5 white nerds, I would probably hang around white nerds, hire some white nerds specifically to get the understanding. Have people in the room where that's smarter than me in that culture to educate me. Like, all right, bet so okay. All right. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's difficult in the writer's room because you'll get our audience doesn't understand or,
Yeah.
It's a big, huge difference than the dude who's a showrunner rich. Let's just put it out there. The showrunner usually a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
You ain't been around the culture of black people in the essence of it ever. Have you know your normal experience is not that.
And so my thing is for the studios end, it's like knowing this stuff. If you want the best project, why don't you hire a black showrunner?
Because it's just like sports.
Well, not you can't, but them.
Yeah. Right, and some people trying to take initiatives to do that. That's why you got to support black as fuck. You got to support it. But then some people get jobs based upon the shows that they worked on in tenure. So then you just gonna hire that person just cause. Luke Walton, is he a great coach?
Hell no.
Okay, but he got a job strictly because he was with the Warriors. So if you got a show that's a hit, you don't know if he know how to tell a story. You know he attached to good greatness. Now he's gonna run this. Not saying that that's what happened in my experience, but that's what happens. It's like. You just get these, and listen, there'd be plenty of black people that can speak that voice. That's why they need the opportunities to run these shows, like black voices. So you get like all black rooms with a big black budget. Tell me you wouldn't find some gold in that room.
You get boomerangs and movies like that. You know what I mean?
Harlem Nights.
Imagine if Harlem Nights and Boomerang had people giving them saying, "Well, I don't know if we would understand." It's like, nah, they just writing comedy. They write, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Good shit. And a lot of times you see shows be like, man, the writing or that actor sucked. Nah, it was probably a funnier joke that was in place. And it got cut down to that because they thought that's what you could stomach. That's what you could take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gotta play that game.
Yeah, you gotta play that game, man. But that's the thing, you know, you do want people to have their authentic voices. Like if I was gonna write a movie about camel jockeys, I'd have Larry be the first person consulted. You know what I mean? I consult him because that's how he grew up, is Slumdog Bastard, you know?
Slumdog Bastard. But your question on your thing was how to survive in that room, overcome.
Yeah.
I would be like, still do your job and look at your overall goal.
Look at the big picture.
Yeah, like if your overall goal is to run a show, then you gotta find a way to like not want to throw these people against a wall sometimes. And like, how do I like adjust where it's like I could grow in here and take what I'm supposed to know and leave or whatever, because you need tenure. That's what everybody need. You need to stay on the show. Unless you coming in creating, if you want to just be staff and keep growing, you got to be tenured to keep. Oh, he was this, you know what I mean, on 2 seasons of this. You know what I mean? 3 seasons of that. Now I'll hire him because his shows he has, multiple seasons on. But to get that opportunity to stay in there, it takes a lot of patience and like really like some type of like, I don't even know what to call it. Just I'm not good at it, so you know what I mean. You gotta take a lot sometimes and just pick your battles.
Pick and choose your battles.
Always pick and choose your battles.
Like basically like any job in corporate America. If you work in any office environment, you know Bill's gonna say some dumb shit.
Boom.
And you just gotta be like, all right, if I want to keep this job, let me just not check this motherfucker right now and just do what I gotta do.
This is probably the most frustrating I ever had it right now. I ain't gonna say which show this was. I remember saying this. The joke is, for this specific line was, I could use that money and get tickets at the Super Bowl and sit at the 50-yard line. That was just the only statement. Everybody laughs. White dude says, nah, that's not it. Which is fine. It's not it, cool. He goes, it's this. I could take that money and buy tickets to the Super Bowl and sit at the 30-yard line. Right, that's what writing is like in a room. That's when you listen. That and you see how you first. That's what, like, if you say something out loud as a pitch, you could be like, I think he should say, man, 1 + 2 is 3, and everybody laughing like, nah, and then like maybe 30 minutes later, you know, I think 1 + 2 is 3. Yeah, put that in, and you like, am I going crazy right now? It's that. A lot of that.
See, yeah.
A lot of that. And you come from comedy, you just ready to fight.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, take my joke if you want to.
You stole my shit.
Yeah, you ready to talk to somebody. But then the older black writers will come talk to you and be like, hey, man, so listen, and here, da-da-da. Like, the dude who wrote Barbershop was in the room. Oh, and he was like, big brother me. Okay, so listen, as a staff writer, you don't have to say as much. It's really up to say EPs, and then kind of dwindle down. And you pitch in, but they're not counting on you, so you don't have to feel pressure as much. Like, all right, well, then how do you shine? Because, when it comes to jokes, you know what I mean? So it's just learning the balance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that creative work balance, and that's a tough balance of work, you know what I mean? That's part of the reason why I didn't push forward when I was in music real heavy, Because in music, you know, you be playing it, and then you get the producer come in there, and they just change everything up. And especially if they ain't feeling, it just wasn't fun.
Yeah.
When I did it on that, when I was just playing for nightclubs, that shit was fun to the motherfucker. But playing like music in studios, it was just like, nah, I didn't feel it like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's interesting because I want people to I want the listeners to understand that, you know, because we watch these TV shows, we see the end result, but we don't know what goes on before it got to that point, because
it's so many notes. It's so many notes. It's you write the script and you get the producer notes, which is the producers like who or star the show or the other producer. Then it's the studio notes. Then it's the network notes. And some of them notes are all different, and you have to learn to pick your battles with them on what to address, because then it's like they may take a whole bit and be like, oh, we don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like, no, this would be good. We don't understand it. So you got to write a whole, and you're like, damn. So then that's how things sometimes could get what people say diluted, or the show but it's not because of lack of effort sometime in the room. It's just it's the beast you up against the note process, and you just gotta learn to pick your. Marlon is great at learning how to pick your battles.
Okay,
he's amazing at it.
Marlon is that whole Wayans family, man. They are some geniuses.
But start the show. He's EP. And you get notes, and he's really good at being like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna lash out and get upset. How do I give y'all this and still give me this?
Yeah.
And he'll figure out a way where everybody's happy, because he could make you angry, and that's where a lot of people. I would give advice to once you get your first show, pick your battles. It's gonna be very difficult to look like they're snatching your idea from you, and they're trying to tell it through their voice. And it's difficult because they got the money, right? So it's like, pick your battles. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to get labeled or whatever. Pick your battles, and then you'll eventually learn how to finagle the way of getting your voice more heard through your show. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can get so angry, and then your voice not gonna get heard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear you right there, man. You guys listening to Hotep Ish on AcceleratedRadio.net, iHeartRadio. Thank y'all for listening in. I want you guys to go ahead and go on over to YouTube and find DWANNB, Dewan B. My YouTube is anemic. I thank y'all for listening on Accelerated Radio, but I need y'all to go to my YouTube, where the uploads come up every Friday morning from the previous episode the night before. And then go to hotepish.com. You see the T-shirts. You see them on the website. They're not for sale yet, because when you go to the cart, it's going back to the home page, and I ain't figured that shit out yet.
Tish,
but
Tish, I'll do all that up for you.
Okay, because I got hotepish.com up. Y'all see the T-shirts. Y'all see the mask. I gotta go buy the mask. I got the mask that say 6 feet. Back up. So get those masks. And when the cart is available, it should be available hopefully this weekend. The cart, get that little bug fixed on the website. But thank you guys for listening again. Hotepish.com, Dewan B. And I thank you for having me, for coming on down here, Sydney, because,
hey, man,
you a funny motherfucker. You know what I mean?
It, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad you came down here. I appreciate it. You're the first repeat guest, because you came when it was Deep Brown Hour a year ago. Yeah.
Hey, man, you know what? I wanted to tell Sydney something. I want to tell him something. I've been meaning to tell you this, dog. When I first moved to L.A., the first person that I saw, that I've seen on television that I saw in person, well, the second person besides Jocko Dewan, was Sydney. I saw him on Bad Boys comedy shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And because I remember that Bank of America being in the check system. I remember that joke because I was in the check system for a hot second. So when I heard that shit, I was like, oh, that's hilarious. And so I seen that. I was like, man, I seen him at the Union. I was like, oh yeah, I seen that dude. That dude is funny. And then about 3 minutes later, I was like, man, he's a regular nigga just like me. Okay.
Dog.
I mean, he's a
all you guys say to
like
me, especially out here,
yeah.
Like, where you from? Like, Texas. I'd be like, oh, nigga, what's up?
First
time he said he's from Houston, Texas. I was like, oh, man, what's up, man?
Man, get this old good story out of here. Man, Sandy, you should have been like, man, if you don't get your Osama bin Laden looking ass out my face, Houston boy, I'm from Fort Worth,
dog,
bitch.
When you come from Texas, when you come from Texas out here in LA, like there's hoods and shit, but it's an aura about Texas. You're like, okay, better you was raised into, like, you get me, you just get me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
See, all my family from Texas. You know what I mean? Dallas, Oak Cliff, South Dallas, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, Ledbetter, all up and down Ledbetter. They Overland, Lufkin.
Oh, yeah.
All up and down. They have like a big ass farm in Lufkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole family on both sides of the family. My mom and my dad's side from Dallas in that area.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, Sydney, I be trying to tell him he's built like a Texas nigga.
You look like the nigga like in Texas and Fort Worth. They'll literally sell ribs just in a parking lot. They'll have a pit. And you like, if you go to 7-Eleven, go grab me a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Larry's homeboy in Texas, he built almost just like me. He fucking barbecue in the parking lot. That's what he do.
Making bread. You come out the club, and it's a nigga from Texas outside, like, hey, man, you want ribs or we want brisket? For what? $10, $15? Let's get it, nigga.
Yep.
I do, because like out here in L.A., I don't look like hardly none of my family in L.A. I got taller than my mom and my dad by the time I was 12, 13, you know what I mean? And I was like, God damn, was I adopted? Then I went to the family reunion in Texas. I was like, cousins!
Yeah. All of them play football, probably.
Hey, all of them built like Nate Newton.
Yeah. Just like the one.
Hey, shut up. Speaking of that, you a Mavericks fan.
All day.
I have a question. How can you...
All day.
You've been a Mavericks fan your whole life. So you go back to Fat Lever and...
Listen. You listen. I was born in Gardena. We moved. I was going like to the 4th grade.
Okay.
So my brother, my mom, big Laker fans, and I was Magic Johnson is one of my favorite players ever. But when you grow up and like we go to games because they so cheap, you instantly become a fan. Like I used to sit up top and watch the Mavericks because they was bad, but I didn't give a shit. Like I get to see games.
You be up in reunion arena for like $6.
My senior year in high school, I wrote like for the newspaper on some weird shit. I submitted something and won an award to be like a press for a day, and I got to be a press reporter when Jason Kidd left the Mavericks to go to the Phoenix Suns.
Oh,
and I got to like go in the Mavericks locker room and meet them.
That's what's up.
Like Dirk was a rookie, Michael Finley was there, Popeye Jones, AC Green played with the Mavericks.
Yeah, I remember that year. When he had the flat top with the big ass hook in his head.
Toby Bailey played for the Suns. Cliff Robinson was on the Suns. Jason Kidd, like that. It's like I've been a Mad fan for like when the Jason Kidd basketball.
Jim Jackson ass nigga.
I wanted Jim Jackson fade. Told my dad like I want to fade like Jim Jackson. Jim Jackson at the Union. I got starstruck. On God. And was like, I said, that's Jim Jackson. He's like, yeah. I said, don't bring him in here. He said, you sure? I said, dog. That's Jim Jackson. That's a Maverick legend, bro. Like Ohio State. I used to have a basketball card. He was like, bro, it's nothing to go get. Don't go get him.
See, you was a fan of the Mavericks back before Jamal Mashburn got his grill fixed.
Listen, I remember screaming Mashburn as a kid when he was getting in his car. Mashburn.
He was a hooper.
Dog, we had
3 J's, yeah.
Jamal, Jim, we had Jay. Tony Braxton fucked it all up. Don't nobody talk about it. Where's the 30 for 30 on Tony Braxton? Where's that at? We got one on Jordan.
Yeah, and she said, I get so hot.
Man, I'm going to mess up this team.
Yeah, that's exactly what she did.
Damn.
She went to Jim Jackson and said, love should have been with you last night.
Do you realize as a sports fan, as a kid, you like, how the fuck do we have these? How did we fuck this up?
Ask Larry here, Rockets fan. They used to fucking shit up.
But like, how do you?
Hey man,
how do you do
I
it?
was
like,
happy when that happened.
Come on.
And you was happy when that happened, Larry?
Yeah, because that's the battle of 45, man.
Yeah.
Like it's serious. Yeah, it's.
You know what's funny? I fuck with the Rockets. I cannot stand the Spurs. I listen. The Spurs, all that glory, I could care less about.
Hey man, because like I remember growing up. See, as a Laker fan, I just knew when we went to Texas, we was gonna sweep that hoe. It was like the Mavs wasn't gonna get in the way. The Spurs are gonna be cool, but we got Kobe for that. We ain't tripping. And then we had a few down years, with Cedrick Should and Nick Van Exel. But even then, even when we had our down years with Nick Van Exel, we knew we could beat the Mavericks.
But
that's why I like Dallas.
I'm gonna bring you a time. It was 2011, right? I got my first tattoo, right? And I got it. I got my first tattoo after the Mavericks swept. It was a great time in my life. Listen, 2 of the best times in sports is when Texas beat USC, and I was at BJ's at the time, and I screamed the tie to get escorted out. I said, fuck y'all, it's Texas, bitch. And like, I was so Texas that day.
That game pissed me off.
And when we swept y'all, the first 2 games, I watched at a bar, and some Mexicans was like threatening me if I came back. I was like,
they fouled the shit out of the Pau Gasol in that last play. Dirk Nowitzki was all on his goddamn back.
That game when we hit 72 threes on y'all, and Peja Stojakovic looked like Reggie Miller, and Deshaun Stevenson looked like the defensive guru, and we set y'all down, was one of the greatest times. And we swept y'all.
And I get it.
No, I'm not finished. And we, like, to bring out a broom against a Laker is so good. Like, I could always have, I'm going to name my kid, his nickname might be Sweeps. It's going to be because of the 2011 season.
And you know, with us, Lakers fans wasn't really tripping on that.
Yeah, but Karama,
because we knew we knew it was over with when Shannon Brown smashed Pau Gasol Gal, and he went from averaging 20 points to 9 points. We said this shit over with. Then you know what made it even worse for us? That was the season that Kobe went to the bench, slapped the bench, and looked at Bennett Salvatore and said, "You fucking faggot." Remember that?
And vaguely.
Kobe never got a foul call for him after that. And we just happened to lose to y'all. If it was the Trailblazers or the Spurs, it would have happened. We would have lost to them motherfuckers too.
Jason Terry had got a championship trophy on his arm before the season. And one thing we like about him is he's a man of his word. I think he hit 62 threes against y'all. And it was a pivotal point in that series. I know we're trying to end the show, brother, but it's Maverick. We got time. It's Maverick history. And so, Deshaun Stevenson has a ring. I can talk about the Mavericks for hours.
You know me, I actually like that team.
Oh, one of the best, most overrated teams ever.
Outside of you, I like the Mavericks. And that's just true.
Tyson Chandler was the reason. Listen,
LA nigga.
I remember when I moved here. First, Tyson Chandler's a liar. I'll tell you why. Because when I moved here, I was 21, about to turn 22, and that nigga was coming out of high school, and I was turning 22. I'm 38. How old is Tyson Chandler?
They say like what, 30?
7 years old. So that nigga was 20 years old in high school. Anyway, when he was with the Mavericks, going to games, like I would fly go to game, he would get in their ass, like literally like screaming on defense. I was like, yo, this.
That was some of the best defense ever. With Tyson Chandler, when he anchored that defense,
he wanted to stay. They didn't want to pay the man. He was on Dallas. He was on the radio. He said, "Hey man, just know I like Dallas." And if the Phoenix gave him like $50 million, I would have left too.
And that's why the Mavericks ain't shit, because Tyson wanted to stay and they let him go. I like that because everyone else's favorite player, the player I see through more than anybody else, LeBron James, got done by Jason Terry.
Well,
Jason Terry.
He's a Maverick, so I'm gonna praise him.
Jason Terry,
tough guard,
waxed his ass.
Well, because he got dunked. Well, because LeBron dunked on him. And you know what I mean?
In Boston.
Jesus Christ.
That was one of the greatest dunks ever.
And it was so sad because when he jumped, I've been dunked on.
Yeah.
And when you jump, you know,
you look like you've been dunked on.
I should not have jumped against this man. Like you can tell when you left.
You know before you jump. You know what? As soon as you winding up, but you already winding up, and you got to commit.
The worst dunk I got dunked on was a dude named Adam Hall. He went to Virginia. He didn't go to Virginia. I had the rebound in my hand, dog. He said he took it out of my hand and said, "Excuse me." And it was a putback dunk. Excuse me. And I was like, wow. Yeah, that dunk is cold.
Yeah. But that dunk came the next year because Jason Terry won his championship in Dallas and then went to Boston the next. That was in Boston 2012. That was the next year. But it's like, okay, it still don't equal the fact that Jason Terry took a championship from you, LeBron James. Like
Dirk literally went crazy that series.
Dirk,
he
to
damn
me,
sure did.
15 points, I think, in the fourth quarter in that first game won in Miami. When he was down.
People don't understand. The late 90s into the 2000s was the era of the power forward. My favorite, people always say Tim Duncan was the best power forward of the era. My favorite two was Dirk and Rasheed Wallace. Them is my favorite power forwards of that. To me, those are the best skilled power forwards of that era, more so than Duncan. I like Duncan, but Duncan was a product of the Spurs about to win a championship anyway before they tanked to get his ass.
Yeah.
So anybody who got put in that position was ready to win a championship. You know what I mean? Dirk, that one-legged fadeaway is the best shot since the hook shot.
He can't block, and he's 7'1", and he still got arc on it.
You can't block it.
He still got arc on it at 7'1".
Yeah, and I remember when Ryan played for the Mavs, he said that Dirk, when they would fly to different games, he would find a high school gym when they get to the new city that they were going to play in for that night and go put up 1,000 jumpers before he go to bed.
Listen. That dude's incredible, dog. Like when Dirk last game, I was like, dang, this is like an era.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
when I was in high school, this man got drafted. Like this is the man.
I was just mad because the Mavericks should have won in 06, and they should have won. They could have won in 05. They could have won in 07, but then they got swept by the Warriors. What happened that year?
Baron Davis went crazy. Like nobody asked him. Nobody asked you to play like that. You know what I mean?
Nobody asked
you to do that. You know who I had an issue with? Like, to me, is one of the best point guards is Chris Paul. I really like Chris Paul as a point guard. But when Chris Paul played for the Hornets, the Maverick, Jason Kidd was a Maverick.
Yeah.
And Jason Kidd was a little older.
Yeah.
Right? And Chris Paul was way younger and was giving it to Kidd.
Giving it to him.
And one time it was like you picking on him. Right?
I remember that.
Because like he like crossed him something and I was like, hey man. Like I was being a kid so mad. I was like, "Hey man, you picking on him?" Like, but in the game, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, I got to score on him. But I was just like, "Don't do Kid like that."
Yeah,
like, that's Jason fucking Kidd, bro.
But my Lakers still carried in the next round for y'all.
Yeah.
And we went on to win a championship.
But I remember that game. He was going at Kid.
I remember that.
Crossing him. I was like, "Hey, leave him alone."
Man, people don't realize he's a little bully. He was a bully then. Like he's got that attitude. So. And plus, you want to take down a grade. He's ignorant like that. We've both been around him, and he's a nice guy, but he's an asshole too.
Oh yeah, Chris Paul's an asshole. He told a player like he got a player's wife in his box seat. He was right there in front of everybody. I ain't gonna say no names. Well, that's a Chris Paul's a nigga. But I like Chris Paul, man. But that show you again. That show you how much of a fraud LeBron James is.
Oh, here we go.
Chris Paul
here we go.
Dominated Jason Kidd.
2
years later, Jason Kidd locked that motherfucker LeBron down in the fourth quarter. For y'all to win that championship, there's no way in hell a superstar on that level should be guarded one-on-one by a 16-year vet and lose. No way.
Well, he's not a normal 16-year vet. He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best people at the position. He's top 3 point guards to me of all time.
I agree. But Chris Paul did it.
You got to give him a little props. You know, it's Kid. He's savvy.
Yeah.
He's 6'5", savvy nigga.
Yeah.
And he had help side. You know, he had some.
And he's strong.
He's strong. He's strong, savvy nigga.
Yeah.
He's like an old school point, but he had help backside. You know what I mean? You know, he had a little help. You know,
wasn't doing that shit to Kobe.
Kobe is a different. Like animal.
Yeah, man.
Like when people try to compare people to Kobe, it's almost unfair because like Kobe is just Kobe.
Yeah.
Like you need a bucket, okay? I'm gonna go get it.
Hey, that's true.
I'm gonna go get it. How much you need tonight? 50. All right, cool. Get out my way.
50.
Get out my way. I'm gonna get it. Just get the fuck out my way. I'm not passing. Don't
I
ask
remember
me.
he gave the Mavericks 62 3/4.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember it was unnecessary. You know what I mean? Rest his soul, it was unnecessary.
He said it was unnecessary.
He could have paid 45 and proved his point.
Hey, so do you think we're going to have an NBA season this year?
Man, I'll say this like I've been saying. If it costs lives, no, I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that Texas stuff reopening, that should be bothering me.
Yeah.
It's like,
man, who you telling?
Like here's real talk. My partner, who been coming to my shows for a long time since I started doing stand-up comedy, his dad just passed away from coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Like being exposed to it. Like, all right, my mom personally, you know, she beat cancer, but she got the port in her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like, stay your ass home.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you. So when people be like on some in Texas, like, or I see the mayors in Vegas be like, we need to get back to business, and then people pass. I'm like, it ain't just that people pass.
Mm-hmm.
These people, family members, it's like gone. It's like, yo, like nigga, stay in the house. You know what I mean? We gonna be straight. Stay in the house right now. Rushing to do what? Rushing to do what? To go catch the virus some more?
It's Texas, goddammit. They got to go hunting.
Nigga.
Man, I say it all the time.
Hey.
At one point, Texas tried to secede from the Union and be its own fucking country, entity, or whatever. So they do it differently around here, man. This is when I tell everybody I'm from Akron, Ohio. Whenever anybody has beef, if you have dual citizenship, I was born in Akron, so I can ride to the Bond bandwagon.
Yeah, man, stay home. Them people so corny to be protesting with guns to me, dog. Like, that be coming from a state where everybody can carry. That don't scare nobody.
Yeah,
like, you are literally doing it for the look of it, my nigga. You don't listen. Niggas go to their trunk just at 2 a.m. after you stepped on my shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think You're not a threat. You just trying to publicly
because
be this little like you. No one. Now the cops should act on that because if I went to carry a gun, you would act on me.
They wouldn't. They be in your ass.
But you look so corny. That when you go get your gun and protest, you look like the corniest version of corny. Because you're not scaring no real man. Like you're not. You're not.
But here's the thing.
Did you see the girl in the picture? She looked nervous as shit. Like I'm here again, like because I'm trying to. Like I had her mask is kind of falling off. She looked like a female would just punch her, take her gun.
Yeah. He said punch her, take her gun. Hey, but that's the thing with that's the thing with this whole Texas thing and this whole like they always gotta bring their guns. We talking about a damn city reopening. What the fuck you got a gun for? Because these motherfuckers will. There's one thing about them. They will stand up to the government. I will give them that. Like because us as black folks. We get victimized.
Yeah, that's wild that you could be in public like with a gun talking about your rights, but know damn well if some black people up there had some pistols talking about their rights, you would not. It would be over.
Fired on, yeah. It's a massacre.
Here are the people that we dealing with. And you remember, you from Texas, Waco, the Branch Davidians, David Koresh. The government decided one day to go up in Waco, Texas, and raid that facility with tanks and shit. And they say, government don't raid no white people with no tanks. The next year, what happened? Timothy McVeigh blew up the whole fucking federal building in retaliation to Waco, Texas. These motherfuckers is crazy. And so when they carry their guns to these rallies, that's them reminding you.
They crazy, man.
Remember Waco.
But all of them weak, though. All of them all of them weak. All the mass shooters weak because they choose people who are
soft targets,
who don't have any kind of like protection. So you weak.
Soft targets.
I mean, yeah, you don't go into like a situation knowing that person might have a gun. Look, you go in certain areas in Fort Worth, I'm sure Missouri City, break in if you want to, my nigga. Look, Texas got a law where if you walk on my property, I can shoot you dead just because you on my property. I can shoot you dead. So listen, DeWan, you got an issue with me? You talking about I'll pull up on you? The best thing you could do is pull up on me. Because I just need you to get to that part of the curb. Past the sewer. Yeah. That's government property right there. But past that little sewer line, I can shoot you dead, bro, just because of the law.
In California,
so when you
be
acting all tough like with these guns in public, man, you're not tough, bro, because you're not facing nobody
you're
that's
not
willing
facing
to
nobody.
risk it. Yeah, you just out here stunned.
Larry, what you got to say about that, dog?
I found that out. I went to a gun show in Pasadena, Texas. I went with one of my buddies. He was telling me about how white people buy guns. I didn't believe him. So I went with him, and man, you will see all types of white folks from all types of walks of life with a fucking like a grocery cart full of guns.
Mm-hmm.
They walking around
a grocery cart,
motherfucker. Like you walking around Vaughn, and you got a cart like you grocery shopping, but you putting guns in this motherfucker, man.
Dog, it's nothing to be in the Waffle House at 1 a.m. and you just chilling. I remember seeing a white dude reach to pay his bill, had the thing on his hip. But like it's so normal because my homeboy got it on his hip. But nobody's trying to be Nobody's trying to be a gangster.
Yeah,
it's just such a way of life that you like. All right, like my homegirl moved from Texas to LA. We was at the Savoy when Chris Spencer had shows.
Yeah,
and she literally said she just accustomed to it. She grew up like this. She was like, "Damn, I forgot my pistol." I said, "Oh, it's in California. You can't." She's like, "Oh, okay." Like it's a way of life. It's not a thing.
And with that being said, because like I'm over here. It was a federal judge today. This is breaking news today, April 23rd. A federal judge ruled that ammo background checks in California is now unconstitutional. Why is that? Me and Larry talking about this literally just this morning before I knew this came out.
So you ain't got to have a background check to get a weapon?
No, you got to get one to get a weapon. But what happened in 2019, California voted in some new law saying, okay, every time you go back to buy ammunition, you need another background check. So even if you buy ammunition to go to the shooting range, we got to run a background check. And if you moved and your address don't match and you just moved yesterday, fuck it, you ain't getting no ammo.
It's easy, man. What they should do, they're just not going to do it.
But they did it, so the federal judge now said that's illegal. So that's a good thing, people. You can now go to your local gun shop and get ammunition without having to go get a background check.
Did you see all them idiots You saw them idiots lined up buying guns when the pandemic was happening. Like these niggas was
Crazy.
Jason Bourne. Like they was
And
waiting.
you can't find a gun now.
They was waiting. They was for what? You waiting for what? I got to be stocked up. Who looking for you, nigga? Who?
Nobody. And this is the thing. I went to get a gun a couple of days. I've been going out. One gun shop had 3 guns. The gun shop I went to yesterday had 2.
Just to say you have it.
Just so you have. I'm like, come on, man. But anyway, we got a minute left. Sydney, where can they find you?
Hey, at Sydney is funny. SYDNEY is funny. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, man. Wednesdays and Saturdays, man. 8 o'clock Western, 11 o'clock Eastern, man. Tap into my IG Live, man. We do karaoke live. Have a good time, man.
That's what's up. Larry, where can they find you?
At Larry_Goodwell on Instagram, Larry Anthony Goodwell on Facebook, and y'all tune in to Sydney Should whenever you can, man. That shit is great.
I appreciate that, man. We trying to
That's
do
what's
something
up.
with it, to be honest with you. So we'll see what's up.
Yeah.
And remember to go to hotepish.com. And then also I'm bringing my breakthrough series back up. You know, counseling, helping families get through this COVID time with your communication. I'm about to start dropping some videos on my breakthrough website for all people who are locked in at home, parents having issues communicating with your children. I'll be dropping some helpful hints, short 2 or 3 minute videos, just to help you out with your communication at home while we all on lockdown together. Remember that. And remember this. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up game. I'm Dewan B. We out.